Hey everybody, I am back with another Lush video. I've been putting up a lot of wax videos and I want this channel to kind of remain varied, so I wanted to put up a video on Lush on a topic that not a whole lot of people talk about, probably due to the fact that not a lot of people have tried the LUSH Toothy Tabs, because it's kind of weird to transition to a solid toothpaste. And I have been using the Toothy Tabs, I think now for over a year. And I just wanted to let you guys know what I think of them, what the experience is like, etc. So I do only use Toothy Tabs in the morning. So in the morning I will brush with the Toothy Tab. In the evening I will still use like a regular Colgate toothpaste with fluoride. My Colgate toothpaste is very vanilla. It's a non-whitening, non-whatever, just your basic toothpaste with fluoride, I think, and that's it. But I wanted to keep the fluoride in my routine. I know there's a lot of, I think, controversy over whether or not fluoride is good or bad for you. I do believe it's supposed to like not like re-enamelize, but like you know the word. Like it helps to like replace some of the stuff that wears off on your teeth. So, I still wanted to keep fluoride in my routine. So what I do have here is I have some of the Toothy Tabs I have, and then I also have the latest edition of the Lush Times with the Toothy Tabs. So this one here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 7 flavors of Toothy Tabs, and yes, these are toothpaste. I know when I went into the Lush store the first time, they told me that some people thought these were breath mints and some people had bought them and were eating them, and that is not good. So let me show you guys kind of, this is how they come. They come in a little box like this. The prices for these are varied. Actually in the United States, the prices for these are always $4.95 for a box. Now if you buy them from the UK, the prices actually do vary, I believe from like £2 maybe up to like £3.50, something like that. But in the United States, they're always about $5 a box, and I think they're supposed to be 40 tabs in here. So, you can break that down to cost per use. They come in a cardboard box. If you open it up, you always get the little sticker in there of, when they were made, and then you get like this little open here thing. So the whole, thought process is, you got this, you move it out, there's a hole, you take it out, and then you're good to go. One thing I have found with these boxes is if you get these wet at all, then you're going to get everything inside of it wet, and you could possibly ruin a lot of the Toothy Tabs. So what I do is I just have this little Tupperware container that I've had for a long time, and I keep the Toothy Tabs that I'm using in here, and then that way, it closes up, it's nice and airtight, and I don't have to worry about this getting wet, and getting ruined. So that's kind of the way that I do it. Now, these guys, if you look at the ingredients, are mostly baking soda. Let's see here. Okay, well you can't really see that very well here. Maybe if I try to put this in here. But if you look at the ingredients here, like the second one here, sodium bicarbonate. The first ingredient, that one is dicalcium phosphate. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but really these are mostly just like a baking soda kind of clean. So the texture is a little strange. When you first brush your teeth with a Toothy Tab, it's gritty. So you put it in your mouth, you put the whole tab in your mouth, you get your toothbrush wet, put the tab in, you start chewing, and then you start brushing with a wet toothpaste. For the first 4 seconds, it's gritty. It's a gritty, weird texture in your mouth. It's like, you got sand and baking soda particulates in your mouth, right? And you're brushing, you're like, oh, right? But then as the more you brush, then it starts to dissolve and break down. And then, as you keep on going on, it becomes more and more just like regular toothpaste. They foam like crazy. They probably actually foam more than toothpaste. But you have to be able to deal with that gritty texture at the beginning. And a lot of people cannot get over that texture. It's also salty because of the baking soda in there. So when you're brushing the entire time, it's more of a salty kind of flavor mixed in with whatever is in that specific Toothy Tab, as opposed to like a mint, creamy kind of flavor / texture that you get from regular toothpaste. So if that turns you off, then these are probably also not for you. I will say that I have had my mother, my mother-in-law, sister-in-law, and my husband try these Toothy Tabs. Universally, all 4 of them have hated them. Hated these. However, all 4 of them have said that using the Toothy Tabs has left their mouths feeling way cleaner than using regular toothpaste. And I agree. I've been using them so long now, I can't really tell anymore. But I know when I first started using them, like the first time I used them, I felt like I had just come out of the dentist. Like my teeth were really clean. And you guys also know, like sometimes if you eat a meal that has a lot of like garlic or onion, when you brush with toothpaste, you scrub your tongue, you do the whole shebang, and then you still can like smell it in your mouth or taste it. Not so with Toothy Tabs. If there's like a taste in your mouth you want to get rid of, whether it's food, whether it's like after you've smoked a cigarette or a cigar or something like that. These will do the trick. These will clean your teeth, I'm telling you, and your mouth, and it'll be the best clean that you can get besides going to the dentist. But like I said, you have to be able to deal with that gritty, kind of crazy texture that that you get from these. These are also really good for travel. So if you travel a lot and you know, like the carry-on thing with however many fluid ounces or ounces you can carry on, you know, obviously you can take on solid toothpaste and not have to deal with that stuff. And when my husband, when I first started using these, I asked him, like, you know, well, he hated them, but I was like, well, I said, what would you think about them for travel? And he told me he would rather carry around a 5-gallon tub of toothpaste than a single Toothy Tab. So he really, really dislikes these guys. So these are some of the variations that I have here. So let's see here. I've kind of found my favorite, but I have gone through all of them. So this one here is aquatic, and reading this one here, this is Earl Grey, Lime, and Jasmine for sweet breath. And this kind of does smell like, this does have like a floral scent with a tea scent. And it's kind of weird to think that you're brushing your teeth with like a tea scent, because normally, like if you drink tea, you try to be getting rid of that. But I mean, it does freshen your breath, and if you do like those kinds of flavors, this one may be better for you. This one here is Breath of God. This one's got sandalwood, and let me see what else is in here. Sandalwood, fennel, and vanilla. And this one just kind of has like that kind of sweet smell. Like I said, depending what flavor of Toothy Tab you get, it really just depends on like what kind of experience you want to have. So if this sounds appealing to you, I'd go for that. Let's see, the rest of these I have used, like Dirty here. This is probably the most mild one. So if you want to ease your way into Toothy Tabs, I would recommend Dirty. I know my sister-in-law, when she was looking for one to try, she went up there, she's like, what's the one that's toothpaste flavored? And this one's not exactly like this, but this is spearmint leaf, so that's the closest you're gonna get. And initially that one was my favorite until I kept trying more. Choo Choo, I Love You, Rose Petal, and Lemon. It's been a while since I've tried that one, but I remember that one being pretty good and slightly lemony, so I did like that one. Breath of God, I already went over that one. Aquatic, this one here is, no, Aquatic, yeah, I went over that one. Sparkle, Lemon, and Sweet Vanilla. That one is also probably pretty mild as well. Atomic, I'll go through that one last. And Ultra Blast with Spearmint and Lavender, and that one was also, I would say, more mild. So I would say the mildest. Dirty for sure. Sparkle and Ultra Blast if you want to get a little bit more daring. And then the rest of them are a little bit more bold. Actually, you know what? There was one on here that had wasabi in it. And I don't see it. Oh, this one. Sorry, Ultra Blast. Yeah, it's not here, but this one has wasabi, which I know is kind of scary to a lot of people. And you do kind of get a little bit of it in there, but not a whole lot. I mean, it's not spicy. I can't handle like spicy stuff. I don't actually eat a whole lot of wasabi. But it's not over. I wouldn't let it deter you too much unless you absolutely cannot stand wasabi, but this one does have it in there. It kind of just gives the Toothy Tab more of an edge, and then kind of just cleans your mouth. I don't know, it just kind of cleans your mouth well. But these are just all the different ones that they have. Now this last one here, this is Atomic. I buy from LUSH UK quite often, and I may actually do a video on tips and tricks on buying from LUSH UK if anyone's interested in that. But you know, like, it's easy at the end of an order from LUSH UK to throw in a couple boxes of Toothy Tabs, because, you know, basically you need to stay under a certain shipping, and these are pretty light, right? So you just don't want to go over a certain amount of weight. So I tend to throw in Toothy Tabs. But Atomic here, it's Spicy Clove and Cinnamon Banish Bad Breath. And this one I had stayed away from for the longest because it's supposed to be like a pretty strong one, and it is. It's clove. It is clove all the way, and it is spicy, but it does freshen your breath in a weird way afterwards. Like, it's like you still smell like clove, but you smell fresh. It's kind of weird. So I've stocked up on these. I do think that these are probably like the strongest, the most kind of powerful, but I really enjoy that clove. So if you hate clove, stay away from Atomic, because that's pretty much the major thing that I get in there. And I said, kind of strange to brush your teeth with clove instead of mint, but it seems to work. As far as keeping your breath fresh, I always seem to like struggle with that. I'm always really self-conscious about that. That's the reason I brush with these in the morning, because I feel like these keep my breath the freshest longer. So I'd rather go through the workday with fresh breath, right? And then I brush with fluoride in the evening, because I don't care if I wake up with, you know, like morning breath. It's going to happen no matter what you do. But I really do enjoy these Toothy Tabs, especially in the morning. I think if you guys want to try, you may kind of want to do what I do, 50-50, still keep the fluoride in there. I mean, you know, I used to be more of like a science-oriented person, but before I would make a decision about taking fluoride completely out of my habit, I would actually like really want to read, you know, some studies or something, you know, rather than just Googling, you know, fluoride in toothpaste, is it bad for you? So I'm still not at a point that I'd want to take it out, but I think a 50-50 split between, you know, baking soda, clean in the morning, fluoride in the night works really well. These have actually helped to whiten my teeth a little bit. And the only reason it's doing that, these are not, you know, advertised as whiteners, but just the abrasiveness of the baking soda on your teeth will help to slough off any kind of surface stains that you have. It's not going to do what some of the whiteners do, which is, I don't know what they do, but like kind of go in further. But if you do have surface stains, this will help. And I have noticed within like the first week or so of using it, that's when you see the biggest difference, as you're like using that abrasiveness to slough off anything. I would say that if you are a little bit nervous about using these, you can go into a LUSH store. Now this is a sample container. This one has fair trade foot lotion in it, but you can go into the store and ask for a sample, and they'll probably put like 3 tabs or something like that into one of these containers that you can take home and try. If you order from, you know, LUSH USA or, you know, LUSH Canada, I'm not sure what the, you know, URL is, you can I think you can request a specific sample. Whether or not they will give you that sample, I'm not sure. I've never tried it. But I mean, it's, you know, if you don't want to commit the $5 to a box, I would say ask for a sample. When I go to the LUSH store, a lot of the sales associates really dislike them. I actually don't think I found anybody, I don't think I have found anybody except for me that likes these. But for some reason, I really like them. Like I think my husband gets turned off by the grittiness of it. That's why he really doesn't like it. And I think the saltiness of it really turned a lot of other people off as well. Everyone's used to toothpaste. It's hard to migrate away from it. Now, the one thing that I have not done yet is gone back to the dentist. Ever since I got out of the Navy, my dental care has been sporadic. I think I went for like 2.5 years after getting out of the Navy before going to the dentist. And I haven't been back now in probably like 1.5 years. So I am curious to go back to the dentist and kind of see what they say about the condition of my teeth. I know that LUSH, they put up a video. They did this in the UK, and they had people go through, I think, like a 4 or 6 month study, you know, with the Toothy Tabs to examine like their oral hygiene and the state of their teeth. And they put up a video on it, but I don't think anyone has actually done like a real study on long-term use of Toothy Tabs and the effect that it does have on your dental health. So I cannot actually speak to, you know, yes, these will keep your teeth longer better, or yes, you know, scientific studies show that baking soda is better for you than fluoride. I can't say any of that. All I can say is that these leave my mouth and teeth feeling cleaner than toothpaste ever does. And, you know, obviously before toothpaste came around, people brushed their teeth with baking soda. And I still think that there's probably some value in that. So a baking soda, fluoride, 50-50, you know, for me is good. After I do go to the dentist, I can do an updated video and let you guys know what they say about my teeth. I would be also curious if anyone out there is a dentist or knows a dentist or has a dentist in their family, what their opinion is of this, because I've never actually asked. An actual dentist might be completely appalled by this product and what's in it. So if anyone knows anyone or wants to leave a comment, please do, because I'm curious. I mean, if I've been making my teeth worse for the past year, I'd probably know sooner rather than later. But my teeth seem to be in pretty good condition, I would say. And I know after not going to the dentist for a while, I had a lot of plaque buildup, and I haven't noticed any plaque buildup on my teeth this like past 1.5 years the same way I did before. So I do think that the abrasiveness of this is probably good. I just hope it's not overly abrasive for my teeth. So anyways, you guys, this is an almost 15-minute video. I can't believe I talked for 15 minutes about Toothy Tabs, but I'm really trying to make this the most comprehensive video I can on this, since, you know, this is a product for LUSH that not a lot of people venture into. And, you know, and I know when I was trying to research Toothy Tabs, I really couldn't find much on them. So that's really it, you guys. If you have any more specific questions, leave it in the comments. I will do my best to answer them, you know, from the experience that I do have with this product. And like I said, once again, I am not endorsing this. I am not saying that this will make your teeth better. I don't want to get in trouble for that, but it may be worth trying for some of you out there. And however, I would recommend probably not converting to an all Toothy Tab dental oral, you know, hygiene, you know, care for yourself, unless you're absolutely sure that this is the way that you want to go and you want to leave fluoride behind. Alright, you guys, so that is it. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will catch you on the next video. Bye.